Hey everyone. So this is chapter 9 video, final exam, final video of the semester. Um, so part one of this, part one of three, um, one interpersonal relationship that has been terminated would be that of uh, the guy that was my best friend for the past 10 years. Um, we've known each other since we were 15. We worked together. First job was together. Went to separate high schools in the small town, but uh, somehow we became the best of friends. And unfortunately, that has diminished and has been terminated. We were really good, really great. Got along right off the bat. We did anything and everything together. If you couldn't get a hold of one, you could definitely get a hold of the other person and knew that we were both together. Uh, there wasn't a single thing we did without one another. We were more like brothers than anything. Like I said, unfortunately, that ended, uh, de-escalated um, recently. Actually, uh, you know, we we both have our own lives now. Both married, have kids. I live here. He lives in San Antonio. I think it's once in a blue moon that we talk, but things didn't work out well like I had hoped, and I kept up more of my end on the friendship than he did his, and it's just I can't carry both sides and speak for both of us and make that friendship work. So I'm hoping that it still comes out great in the end, but if not, there's no hard feelings. Uh, part two, a another student within this course, Leslie the Plants videos throughout the semester have all been great. And one in particular that I liked was that of the perception video of ourselves. She said she was aggressive, and therefore her friendships were never lasting. Um, and that was one of the three statements that she held up with the piece of paper and said about herself, and that one happened to be true. That she heard, that she was aggressive from other people, and she admitted to it. I applaud you for that. I thought all your videos were great. Uh, I liked, watching and seeing how you became very open video after video about yourself. Um, you really set a standard and example for everyone in this course. So once again, good job. Um, in part three, um, looking at chapter 10, I immediately knew that I was going to like it because it was about managing relationship challenges. For those of you, that know what it's like to be married, newly married, have been married long, or in a long-term relationship, or just dating, um, the beginning of this chapter, or this whole chapter, can really benefit you in that aspect. Um, so my critical question is: seeking or responding for forgiveness, is it necessary? Well, I say so. So yes. Um, you know, com- Seeking forgiveness uh, is something I always look to do, whether I'm right or I'm wrong. I have probably one of the biggest conscious out there, and it eats me alive all the time when I do something wrong or I think about doing something wrong and I know it's the wrong thing. Uh, so it really makes me lead, a straight and narrow path in life because I know I will just be eaten alive by that. So, you know, confronting the issue is key without being open and able to talk about the incident or failure event. Um, that must first be established. You have to make sure your emotions do not get the best of you. You also want the other person to understand why you're upset and know where and why, know why and where you're coming from and how you're feeling about that. So you want to make your emotions known, but you don't want to get the best of you where you're just coming across too aggressive or yelling at someone. Um, both parties of the conversation must want to seek out forgiveness from one another so the situation can be hashed out. You want to walk away with both your heads held high, knowing that the issue is resolved. It's not something where one person can forgive and the other one can't, and a lot of people live by a forgive and forget They can forgive, but they'll never forget. Um, but if you can forgive, you should be able to forget. And finally, you want to be able to come to some agreement between each other, especially if it becomes a silly argument between who cleans his dishes better than the other, or who slacks in that area, amongst a married couple. Um, I know in particular I like to wash dishes because I know I'm getting them clean, and I know I'm doing them the right way, in my opinion. And so it's something like that. Little situations can occur to big arguments, but you always, no matter what, want to resolve it and come out with a greater issue. Um, so this has been a great semester, great course with everybody. Um, y'all have a good one.